I now call on the ranking member of the full committee, Ms. Waters, for 5 minutes of questions.
Thank you very much. I'm going to quickly try and get a couple of questions in. Could you tell me how did DOGE come into HUD? Did they come in with employees? Did they have a previous meeting? Did they have analysis of what was going on with HUD? Who did they talk to? And how did they get the records quickly?
Thank you for the question, ma'am. It's my understanding that the HUD DOGE lead and DOGE team members have met with many program offices, possibly all of them, in terms of how they've obtained access. I don't know how those determinations have been made, but I understand that they are working closely with program staff across the department to make
How many
assessments.
program officers are you talking about?
I can't say definitively, but it's my understanding that they're working with all program offices.
And when did that start? Before or after the inauguration?
I can't say for certain.
You don't know.
I do not know the specific
What
date.
and how did they access the records?
It's my understanding that the HUD DOGE team personnel have been assigned to be employees of HUD, and so they can be granted access to HUD systems like any other HUD employee.
Who granted access?
I don't know specifically who granted access.
Was there some authorization by HUD personnel for them to do what they were doing?
There would have to be an authorization from the system owners at HUD to grant access.
Did this authorization take place?
I believe so.
But do you know so?
I don't know specifically when it occurred or who authorized it.
Okay, all right. So we don't know how they operate because it says, we understand there have been delegated authorities by HUD personnel to illegally withhold and claw back housing funds appropriated by Congress. Do you know about that?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that question?
According to court documents, the Trump administration claims that DOGE had been delegated authorities by HUD personnel to illegally withhold and claw back housing funds appropriated by Congress. Do you know about that?
With respect to the delegations, that sounds consistent with my answer before. That would make sense that HUD personnel would authorize DOGE
It would make
personnel.
sense. Was it done?
I'm sorry?
Was there authorization by somebody, some people?
That would be the process by which,
I beg your pardon?
the process by which DOGE personnel would get access to a system would come from a
What is
delegation.
the process? For example, would they talk with the existing CEO of HUD, the second in charge, the third in charge? How does that work?
I can't say specifically who gave the authorizations. The delegations would flow down from the secretary to senior officials at HUD.
Since you have been named, have you investigated what authorizations each DOGE staffer has been granted and who granted the authorizations?
We have not reviewed that.
And whether those grants of authority adhere to federal law? Have you examined that?
We have not.
The lack of oversight of those actions and process is deeply concerning and inherently inefficient. So based on what you have learned since you've been there in a short period of time, are you concerned at all about the funding process and whether or not those who are eligible for funding, the programs all over the country, are being undermined in some way?
We're absolutely monitoring the situation. It's currently in litigation. We're tracking the situation. We communicate with HUD leadership about it regularly. We're monitoring the situation for sure.
What do you plan on doing now in your job?
Well, what we focused on right now as decisions are being made is communicating regularly with HUD leadership, career and political staff about the need to maintain capacity across the department. I mentioned in my opening statement, capacity has been a struggle for a long time, and any adjustments to the programs and the staff should.
You've served as deputy for a long time or something.
Since 2020.
Did Elon Musk come and talk to you?
I have not spoken to Mr. Musk.
Did he come to HUD?
I can't say for sure. I have not seen him in the building.
Who did he delegate to talk to you?
There's a HUD DOGE team lead.
I yield back.